Hello and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a common topic in algebra, rationalizing denominators. Specifically, we'll learn how to use conjugates to simplify fractions that have a binomial in the denominator, using the rule a plus the square root of b times a minus the square root of b equals a squared minus b. So, what does it mean to have an irrational denominator? Imagine you have a fraction where the bottom part, the denominator, contains two terms, one of which is a square root. For example, 7 divided by 3 plus the square root of 5. In mathematics, it's a standard practice to change the expression so that the denominator is a whole number, or a rational number. This makes the expression tidier and often easier to use in more complex problems. The key to solving this is something called the conjugate. It's a simple but powerful idea. For a two-term expression like a plus the square root of b, its conjugate is a minus the square root of b. You just flip the sign in the middle. So, for 3 plus the square root of 5, the conjugate is 3 minus the square root of 5. And for 8 minus the square root of 2, the conjugate is 8 plus the square root of 2. The magic happens when you multiply an expression by its conjugate. This process uses an algebraic rule called the difference of squares. When you multiply a plus the square root of b by a minus the square root of b, the middle terms cancel out and you are left with a squared minus b. Notice how the square root has completely disappeared. This is exactly what we want. Here is a reliable three-step method you can always use. First, look at the denominator of your fraction and determine its conjugate. Second, multiply both the top and the bottom of the fraction by that conjugate. It's crucial to multiply both parts to keep the value of the fraction the same. And third, simplify everything. The denominator should now be a rational number. Let's walk through an example. We want to rationalize 2 divided by 4 minus the square root of 3. Step 1. The conjugate of 4 minus the square root of 3 is 4 plus the square root of 3. Step 2. We multiply the numerator and the denominator by this conjugate. This gives us 2 times the quantity 4 plus root 3 on top, and on the bottom we have 4 squared minus the square root of 3 squared. Step 3. Simplifying this, the numerator becomes 8 plus 2 times the square root of 3, and the denominator becomes 16 minus 3, which is 13. Our final answer is 8 plus 2 root 3, all over 13. Let's try one more. Rationalize 6 divided by the square root of 7 plus the square root of 5. The conjugate is the square root of 7 minus the square root of 5. We multiply the top and bottom by this conjugate. The numerator becomes 6 times the quantity root, 7 minus root 5. The denominator becomes the square root of 7 squared minus the square root of 5 squared, which is just 7 minus 5, or 2. We can then simplify by dividing the 6 in the numerator by the 2 in the denominator, which leaves us with 3. The final answer is 3 times the quantity the square root of 7 minus the square root of 5. There are a few common pitfalls to be aware of. First, don't forget to multiply the numerator. Whatever you do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. Second, remember that squaring a square root, like the square root of b, simply gives you b. The radical disappears. Also, be careful with your signs when finding the conjugate. Finally, ensure you distribute correctly when simplifying the numerator. So, let's recap the main points. To rationalize a binomial denominator with a radical, you multiply by its conjugate. The conjugate is found by simply flipping the sign between the two terms. This works because it creates a difference of squares, which eliminates the radical. And always remember to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate. With these steps, you can confidently rationalize any binomial denominator.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.